is the recruitment, making people understand why it's beneficial to be involved and getting them involved in an event. Step 2 is the event. The event would be ChangeCamp at whatever scale is best for that community. Step 3 then would be using the tools that these guys have been talking about to try and actually make the change that you talked about happen.
Are the tools that they're talking about necessarily a later stage, though? They seem to be sort of something.
No, they're very much a later stage, because I think ChangeCamp is almost the platform to inform and engage people in whatever this tool is, so that moving forward they can begin to
you
collaborate.
Get your community together around this event, and the community as a whole says, okay, we've agreed that these are our top 3 priorities and the things that we want to try and tackle. These are our projects.
Sure.
Now what we have is a suite of tools that will help them do those projects. And those projects could be the things that Ryan mentioned as examples of usage, you know, like whatever it is, fixing problems in the community or group buying.
The stuff I was hearing was, it sounded like a community newspaper, basically, only faster.
We did talk about a community bulletin board, and I believe that the idea behind that was that those are the things that communities actually are already glomming together about, and the idea of change, I think that how to implement or how to execute on a change after ChangeCamp will have some, you know, very perhaps abstract connection to the things that are already happening in those communities, and maybe the way that we move towards it is that if you use the tool already for the problems that you're already solving, then you feel okay about using the tools to make changes.
Right.
That's interesting. So then what we need to do is coordinate with the other groups and figure out how that thing that we just talked about works with whatever it is that they're coming up with, because we're all sort of working in isolation still.
I'm kind of interested in this three-stage process. So if awareness is number one, I mean, that's something that a marketing group can jam on right now and get something down, about what to do Monday morning. That would really help me a lot because I'm going to get some attention here that I need to direct somewhere.
Yeah.
And I think what I would be really helpful is, then if second stage, the first stage is awareness, second stage is event, then okay, what does event look like? And then if there are a bunch of tools, then can we start listing out tools that we think our constituents need, and feed that back to these folks?
I think the tools is interesting in that I think the community will determine the tools almost. Like some communities might want to use Google Groups or some or a Facebook group, or depending on the makeup of their group, they're going to be comfortable with a different tool set.
Yeah.
So it may not be sort of a proprietary ChangeCamp platform sort of.
Yeah.
Basic first steps in terms of marketing and communications will be capitalizing on the outcomes of today. So media monitoring triage.
Yeah.
It will be effectively pumping out and pimping out all of the coverage that we get from this.
Yeah.
It will be making
PR
sure
more than marketing, really.
PR more than marketing, yeah, but also disseminating that information as wide as we can.
Yeah.
So once we sort of determine media monitoring triage and who's on staff, and who replies to the comments in the comment field, or who thanks and follows up with the journalists, and who does all these steps, then we can build on that success.
A big part of that, though, is determining a unified message, though, right?
Certainly.
So everybody's triaging in the same way and communicating the same thing.
I agree. Yeah. But I think that's a vital first step, is really harnessing the momentum.